In Annapolis, it's been another contentious week as lawmakers try to find a fix for your high energy bills.
There has been more debate and disagreement between lawmakers and utility companies like BGE in search for answers. Fox 45's Jessica Babb has been listening in on the latest hearing. She joins us live in studio with some of the details tonight. Jessica.
Yeah, so lawmakers heard more energy bills in committee today, trying to make energy more affordable. But during a hearing this week, they also pressed the utility companies, including BGE, trying to figure out which state policies are most impacting rates customers like you are paying. But despite many questions, lawmakers noted they received few answers. With crossover day coming and the end of session inching closer, as the energy crisis looms and many Marylanders feel crippled by their expensive energy bills, state lawmakers will soon have to make decisions on bills trying to bring relief to residents. Bills like the Ratepayer Protection Act heard in the Senate committee Thursday.
As drafted, it assures that the ratepayer dollars that are used are really targeted for safety needs.
Part of the growing controversy surrounding high BGE bills stem from increasing distribution rates, fees customers pay that keep going up and have nearly tripled since 2010. The fees pay for energy infrastructure projects like replacing aging natural gas lines, something BGE says is critical to maintain a safe and reliable system, and a system that can help the state meet its climate goals. But in light of that, the Ratepayer Protection Act wants to modify current laws to make sure the work that's done by utility companies is actually necessary and is done in the most cost-effective way. The bill would require utilities like BGE to provide extra justification for the projects, especially since that cost is passed on to customers.
Their profits are directly tied to how much they spend on capital projects, and who pays the price? Maryland ratepayers.
Everybody please take a seat.
This as lawmakers just heard from a panel of utility companies, including BGE.
The policies of the state are stacking things against the citizens.
Grilling them on why energy prices are rising.
I appreciate telling me the winter was cold about 2.5 hours ago, but that really doesn't deal with why energy costs are going through the roof.
As you sit here and talk about what's not in your control and how sorry you are for our ratepayers, your bosses sit on the investor earning calls talking about how good these capital expenditures are.
While the ratepayers may be slinging arrows at you, your stockholders are lauding you up as heroes.
The solutions that are being offered are somewhat like putting a Band-Aid on a bullet wound.
And while representatives from BGE maintain the costs they control are justified.
When you have the oldest gas system in the country, you have more projects that kind of reach that risk level that require that they be replaced.
With BGE netting more than $500 million in 2024, lawmakers press them on their profits and ways they're spending their money, like on a private jet.
Do we value being in the top quartile of reliability? Or should we change our level of investment so that we're at a different level?
That sounds a little bit like extortion and not a conversation.
And since the Public Service Commission approved BGE's increased distribution rates, Baltimore City, state, and federal lawmakers have called on the PSC to change them. But PSC Chair Fred Hoover says their hands are tied.
Under the rules and regulations that you wrote, we really don't have the ability to rescind a rate increase that we've already granted.
And as we've been reporting, this is just one part of the problem. The other issue is that Maryland needs to find a way to generate more energy in state, or else those costs will just keep going up. Live in the studio, Jessica Babb, Fox 45 News.
I'm Mary Bubala. Thank you for watching. Here's another video for you to watch. Also take some time to subscribe to our YouTube channel.